Alright guys, I am in my breezeway. This has been cleaned. It has been scrubbed. I've gotten all the paint flecks off of it. This is the best and the cleanest it's ever going to be. And I'm using my own spray paint. I'm not going to buy any spray paint for this project. I'm going to try, all I have is just a little bit of hammered Rust-Oleum. And all I have is hammered Rust-Oleum, and I'm just using remnant paint. So let me shake these up and then we'll get it sprayed. Down here I have been spray painting this thing. The camera wasn't even on. I'm so PO'd. I think I'm just going to go on and go buy another can. I want it to look decent. It doesn't need to be perfect, but decent. All right, today I'm going to cut out to put the grate back in the floor along with this vent right here. Got to cut both of those out. Those are the only two. Let's walk down here. I know it's very dark and I'm sorry. I need to put up this piece of trim. I may go ahead and paint it. This is why people don't want you to have dogs in their rental property. I may paint this right here. It looks really bad. So I'm not going to paint all of them. If I do, it'll only be like, if I do paint, it'll just be the outside. I won't do the inside of the room. This is the pergo I have left over. This is the floor that I pulled up in the, what do you call that? The breakfast area. This is the exact same, but it's not the same as that. And this room could use a redo because the previous tenant had to pull up the floor to fix the subfloor, and he didn't put it back worth a flip, so it looks like crap. He screwed it into the floor. Anyway, I gotta buy transition strips, and I'm also going to wash down all the walls and the doors. I don't know if you can see how bad that is, but it's just got handprints and whatever. It's really, really bad in the... I gotta cut the cord around to hide that. That looks horrible. I couldn't help it. Yeah, see? This right here looks bad. I don't even know what happened. I'll just get a new trim piece for this. And see, dogs again. This is why people won't let you have dogs in their rental property, because you just don't take care of it. I gotta buy door trim for here. I gotta buy interior doors. I need to sand this down and prime it and paint it. This is roach scat. This has to be washed off. You can see how dirty the walls are, I think, in here. Yeah, I think it's a little bit better in here. It's just nasty. All the nail holes, just horrible. And this turned out good where I painted it. I think it looks really good. Transition strip. All this looks really good. Transition strip. I need a piece of baseboard right there. Need to put all this up. I was thinking today was Wednesday. I need to fix that wall right there if I can. I don't know if I can or not. Get this cardboard out, but that's going to go in my garden. Over here is where I wanted to show you. Look at this. This is where people let food spatter on the wall. And because it's organic and it breaks down and decays, mold grows on it. So a lot of your mold problems in your home are self-inflicted. I'm not saying all are, but a lot is. I mean, look at this. That is food that spattered on the wall and molded. So that's some stuff I'm going to be getting rid of. It even spattered on this curtain over here, and mold is growing on that. So I've got to repaint the kitchen. That's not going to happen today, but the walls and the vents definitely. So let's get cracking. The next day, what is this? The 27th of March, 2024. And I'm letting you look out the back window. You can't see it, but it's just pouring down rain. I mean, just pouring down rain. So I've got all the lights that I can get in here on. I got the hallway. I got this LED shop light, the kitchen light. And unfortunately, that's all the lighting I have in here. And today I am going to be seating this into its home. And I just need to do that real quick. So I spray painted this, as you saw. I spray painted this. It looks really good. I mean, it's got some mistakes, but you know, this is going to be in the ground and it's going to be walked down. No one cares. So what I have to do is I've got to cut this all the way back to about right here. And these on this side, all three sides, I may have to trim this right here. I don't know, we'll see. But I got to cut this for sure. I need to call in a company to come clean these vents out. That's not healthy for anybody. And then I've got to cut this one out. And that's it. Oh, I'm glad I don't have to do any more than that. I got the vent over here. And for some reason, if somebody knows why, you see how thin this one is? Compared, well, here. Why are they two different depths? Does it matter? So I'm just going to seat these into the hole and see which one fits better, the thinner one or the thicker one. Are these the same? Oh, I guess they are the same. Aren't they? I guess they are all. No, they can't be right. No, I was about to say. Alright, so I've got two different types. I didn't buy these. But is one for ceiling and one for floor? Does it matter? I mean, why is one thinner? I don't get it. If you know, please leave me a comment down below. Let me get you hooked up and we'll get this show on the road. I'm quite interested in seeing how well I do. Alright, one thing I've got to do is I've got to caulk. You see these holes? I need to caulk all these seams right here where the metal meets the subfloor and the subfloor, because my sisters have already done all the other floor vents, but this one I just want to make sure that it's a good seal. Now if this were where air was coming out, I would have to do it, because if I didn't, it would condensate. And I have that problem in my house, so I'll show you how to do that when we get to my house. Not in this video, but it's good to seal all of this so stuff doesn't blow or get underneath the flooring. And if there is ever any condensation, you don't want it getting underneath your floors, even your subfloor. So this is my project right now. Okay, I got it in. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to screw this in. You can't just let it just sit there. And since I'm the one that changes all the filters every month, the first of the month I go to the properties and I change the air filter. And that way I know it gets done and there's not going to be any hoo-ha. I'm still debating, really, you HVAC people. It's supposed to have 2 filters that go in at a V shape. Should I do that, or is this okay, just leaving it laying on top? So until I hear, I'm not going to do anything. So I'm going to go ahead and, since I've already swept and mopped the floors, I'm going to go ahead and screw this in. And I hate to screw it in, but apparently after all these years, that's what everybody else has done because it's the only way to do it. I think the reason why they screwed it in is because the hole's too big for the register. I mean, for the grill, which is fine. Like I said, I'm going to be the one that changes the filter. I'll have the head, and plus it keeps people out and children out. So I'm just going to go ahead and do this, as bad as it probably, I shouldn't, I don't know, but you know, it is what it is. This one right here, I don't know why he did what he did. I think it's because of the bed and they were trying to force the air to hit the wall and then deflect back. I'm going to leave that, and if the other tenant wants to take it off, that's fine, because I've got to replace this vent. As you can see, just rust, time, all that. I would really like to replace this floor. It looks so bad. I mean, that just really looks bad. Alright, I'm going to be replacing this kitchen floor vent. I'm going to have to vacuum out. I mean, I don't think you can see the debris that's in here. And I don't have a flashlight. Let me see if I can't use the light from the drill. Let me open this up. You'll be able to see. It is absolutely disgusting in there. I mean, look at that. And people breathe this. This is a bad design. Whoever did this, designed this, you know, really, you should have tried harder. Okie doke. And of course, there's different screws for all of these. I don't know who put these in, but I'm going to have to tape all of these vents. How do you just get a vent like that? I don't get it. Is that not going to fit? Oh no, are you serious? I don't want to cut that tape. How off is it? It's not that off. Is it? Yeah, I got to trim like right in here. But look at all that debris down in there, guys. Look at that. Look at all that debris. Isn't that terrible? and I'll see you in the morning.